Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Burning Truth. Well, it's just the two of us.
It's just the two.
There is no JB. There is no Sound G. No Sound B. There's just me and the immortal, the ever-living, the colourful, the rambunctious, the bitter one. It is Matthew Burns.
And as always, across from me, I have the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goth.
I'm here. The new man that can't fuck off properly.
I thought somebody else had that title.
I know, I'm borrowing it off him for a week. Well, for months. Months. It's been 7 hours, 15 years since I saw him here. Sitting in this vacant space. The chair's still there. Still waiting to be occupied.
With his name on it.
It is, no one else can occupy that chair.
No one. No one.
So, this week in wrestling, we've seen blood,
Sweat,
knockouts,
tears, and teeth.
and X's being thrown up left, right and centre at live events.
Ooh!
it's another week in WWE.
Welcome to another week of WWE. We are heading towards
WrestleMania,
whoa.
which is coming from an accident room near you.
Or, well, actually, there is one little place that they need to go to first, which was originally called
March
the
to Mania.
March to Mania, and has now changed name
To WWE Roadblock.
to WWE Roadblock.
In all fairness, the way that this year's stepping up for WWE, the last comment I made, it being made from a medical centre near you,
Oh dear.
is coming true. Because half the matches you want to see, you can't. Not happening. You know why? Because they're all fucking injured. At this rate, Matt Burns is going to WrestleMania.
Keep injuring yourself! Keep injuring yourself!
He's going to Disneyland!
I'm going to Disneyland!
But no, in all serious note, there's a better chance you'll be at this year's WrestleMania than there is of John Cena.
Oh! Oh! That's a bit harsh.
Look at the people that are on the shelf. Charlotte's got a broken nose, potentially, now.
But will that mean she'll be in the match or out?
Don't know. Very hit and miss. Sheamus has supposedly knocked himself silly again.
Oh dear.
Cut himself open.
So what new hair dye is he going to... so what new hairstyle is he going to be bringing?
God knows. But John Cena's out. Seth Rollins is out. Sting's out.
Sting's out.
Cesaro's out.
Tyson Kidd.
Out.
I can honestly say, this has been a very, very bad year.
I was looking around earlier, and one of the questions I saw brought up is the WWE schedule too grueling?
Possibly, but...
Now, there's two ways you can look at this, and we're going to look at it first from the wrestler's point of view, and then I'm going to do a point of view which no one else probably cares about apart from me. So, let's look at it from the wrestler's point of view. They work... Well, it isn't so bad as it used to be in the territories, because they used to work...
almost every day.
And twice on a Sunday.
Pretty much.
As Ric Flair used to say. It was one night a week and twice on a Sunday.
Pulling double duty.
But no. So now you're on 2 tours,
yeah.
And you do 5 on 2 off, is it?
I believe it was 5 on 2 off, yeah.
So you do 5 days and then you get 2 off.
And that's what they're doing to me. But I don't know that personally myself because I've not been.
I'm guessing. Like, because at the moment they've got the Ambrose tour and then the Kane and Wyatt tour.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing like they do 4 days of one or 5 days of one and then 2 off. Don't know how it works. We'll look into it and find out.
There's at least some time off to be able to spend time with family, unlike in some of the early years where they were having to literally work every day almost.
So one of the questions I saw was, are WWE working their wrestlers too hard? Now, my response to this is no. What's happening is the wrestlers are now taking more risks, which has gone because the style has evolved. Because, and this way goes back to a pet peeve of mine, they're now trying to do all spots. It's like a spot fest. I don't want to see a twisting pike 180 powerbomb.
I'm trying to imagine that right now. That wouldn't work.
But you know what I mean. It's, as Jim Cornette says, it's more gymnastics than it is professional wrestling at the moment.
Skippity-doo-dah, skippity-yay.
So my answer to this, no, the schedule, if anything, is less hectic than it was back in the day. What's changed is, back in the day, yes, you may have had a cage match or 2 cage matches a week, but you wouldn't see them jumping off the cage every night.
Well, no. Best way to describe this, and some people might question my theory on this, look at the finishes compared to yesteryears to...
Yesterdays.
Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not a wordsmith. I'm a wrestler. So calm down. So, basically, compared to how it used to be in the olden days compared to now. Olden days. Name some finishes.
How far back we're going?
Hogan.
Leg drop.
Elbow drop. A running splash. The camera clutch and make 'em humble.
Now, today, we've got Fireman's Carry.
Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that.
A knockout punch.
A knockout punch. A super kick. The zigzag, which is like a modified wrestling leg sweep without hooking the leg and just jumping up going whee! The pop-up powerbomb. The red arrow. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to also go no at the
I
same
know
time.
why.
So,
because some of the moves that they've been introduced, like for Big Show, Santino.
have you noticed? The higher up the card you get, the less dangerous your finisher is. John Cena's finisher is about as lethal to deliver as Hogan's leg drop. You look a little bit further down the card to the opening of Raw, you know, maybe the dark matches, the Rough Rider. If that goes wrong, fuck. The Red Arrow.
Oh! The question is who gets hit on that one?
What, the Red Arrow? Well, if he lands on his head...
He's dead, but then the body landing on the person is going to hurt them as well.
The Crossroads. That's thingy.
If done wrong, can break a neck.
Yeah. The further down the card you get, the more dangerous the finishers are. The further up the card you get, the less hazard. A bro kick. Is that dangerous? Yes, you might knock someone's teeth out, but it's just the same as Shawn Michaels. It might have knocked your teeth out.
Big Show.
It's a punch.
A punch.
Everyone uses a punch. Who else have we got in the upper echelon? Triple H got a pedigree. He's used that for 20 odd years. Who else is up there? Roman Reigns, a spear.
Whoa. You've got the Superman punch.
And a punch.
Oh, wait. There is one guy who's got a dangerous move, if done wrong.
Go on.
Lesnar.
One of the very few up the upper part of the card. Who else is up at that?
But then again, who the hell is going to tell Brock Lesnar, please don't throw me like that?
Paul Heyman.
Regardless of it, Lesnar's strong enough to throw anybody. He throws Big Show.
But no, so the finishes aren't the problem. It's the moves they're doing leading up to the finishes.
Pretty much.
You know, They're taking more chances, throwing guys out the ring more dives. Like, you look at Daniel Bryan. Shawn Michaels didn't have to do half the stuff Daniel Bryan did. Bret Hart didn't have to do half the stuff Daniel Bryan did.
But he wanted to do it his way.
Yeah, he wanted to do it his way, which cut his career in half.
Down, yeah. And it's a shame, but the difference is, at least he can turn around and say, he tried it his way. The only problem is,
I'm about to throw a name out that I don't think you'll see in a ring in about 6 to 8 years. Dean Ambrose.
oof,
You will not see him in a ring in 6 to 8 years.
I think that's because you've seen some of his dives, some of the risks he takes. But then again, compared to,
the bloke gets thrown around like he's a dart.
Did you actually see him before WWE?
Yeah.
The king of death matches. What was more brutal?
I know, but look at some of the stuff he's doing now.
With Brock, yeah. It's not pretty.
Look at some of the stuff he did with Bray Wyatt.
Oh.
The man is shortening his own career.
But then some people could say that the same with Dolph Ziggler.
He's one bump away from a broken neck.
Triple H. He's been known for someone who used to take good, hard bumps himself, as you know. And surprisingly, he's managed to keep his career going on, but he's had to take time out.
Yeah, but Dolph Ziggler's one bump away from... If Dolph Ziggler had his way and got a match with Brock Lesnar...
Oh, good lord.
You don't need sell for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar makes you sell.
What the hell's going to happen?
Because you imagine a German suplex. You end up on the 5th row ringside.
That's the German. Imagine the F5.
Imagine the F1.
No. Imagine the F5. What the hell? What's he going to do? Land face first, bounce up so high, it twirls like a 360 and land back on his face.
Well, no, so when I'm looking at the problem with the roster now, it's because they're taking too many risks night after night to try to please the people that want these spots. Why has Seth Rollins got to do a Phoenix Splash once every month? How come he can't save that dust for Mania once a year?
Well, the biggest problem I have with the Phoenix Splash that Seth Rollins is doing is, he has been doing it in some big matches, trying to do it in some big matches. However, has he hit the damn thing? No. He's not actually hit it. He's either gone face first, the person's moved, or he's had to land on his feet, tuck and roll. Which, to be honest with you, I don't care what anybody else says, this is where I have to give 100% credit to anybody attempting that move. Right? To be able to land on your feet, to then tuck and roll and still in motion, damn! That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. But I'm glad you brought up the Phoenix Splash, because there is a bit of a mention I need to bring up right now, because the actual person who invented it was by a wrestler named called Hayabusa, who this week unfortunately passed away. Legendary on the Japan scene, absolutely massive. His career ended up being cut short due to some would say would prefer to use the term line salt.
Yeah.
Went wrong. I believe you've seen that yourself. Where he landed on his head.
Yeah.
Did that look pretty?
No.
It basically almost crippled him. But this is how dedicated he is to wrestling. He got himself to the point where he could move around without a walking stick. from that accident, which nobody ever thought would be possible. He didn't get back in the ring, of course, but still.
Yeah.
Impressive feat. Incredible man. Incredible specialist for the in-ring style and whatnot. He will be missed, and condolences to the family.
But going back to the thing, so you've got that John Cena. John Cena's biggest problem is that he tries to do too many feats of strength at time. And he's working through injuries.
Yes, again. This comes back to an old topic that we've brought up before. Regardless of if you're injured or not, you don't want to take time out because
you might lose your spot. But if you're John Cena, if you hoard the spot...
True, but never say never in the wrestling business.
You've got Nikki Bella as well, who's out with a neck injury, which is done from the rack attack. Now, people are going to laugh when they actually hear that move has actually caused more damage to her than her opponents. But if you actually think about the logistics of the move,
you can see why it's done
when
damage.
You're dropping your weight and your opponent's weight down on your spine,
onto your knees, on the impact on you land on your knees.
Yeah.
Which is sending a vibration up your body.
But your spine's also compressing down.
Your spine's getting compressed down because you've got a full human body across your back. Now, okay, it's going to hurt the person possibly taking the move, but even so, when you're having two forces impact against each other, it's never pretty.
No.
It's never pretty. So, I know exactly what you're saying with this. They are taking more risks, more dangers to try to be entertaining. It's because of that bar raising factor.
Yeah.
In wrestling. But here's the thing. It's always going to happen. But at some point there will be a bar lowering. And fans will be like, oh no, that's not fair, blah blah blah. In all fairness, at some points it's got to happen. Because if you want a good example of the bar being raised too high, you just have to look at one wrestler.
Which was, we've just watched A Love for All Mankind, which is on the WWE Network, which you can get for just a simple $9.99. There you go, Vince.
There's a plug.
It's the only plug you're getting on this show.
Only plug? Only plug? He has almost a plug every week.
But it's usually about the network.
Usually.
Only costing $9.99.
There's your second one.
But it shows you how much damage it's done to him.
And it's not pretty.
No. When you're going out there constantly trying to beat what you've become. Now, I know we said we're about 40 years behind the Americans. Are we 40 years behind the Americans on the risk that we take?
Oh. At some shows I've been at to, I've sat down and I've had to...
At some shows I've been to, I've seen people commit suicide by trying to go over the rope.
I've had follow comrades be seriously injured through unnecessary risks.
Over here, I do wonder if it's due to lack of training. Because there is no circuit that runs here Monday to Sunday.
In all fairness.
No company travels like the WWE. Some wrestlers travel like the WWE works, but not all of them.
There is certain training schools that are regularly that do regular training schedules. They do.
I know Slam does.
Slam does. House of Pain do. I believe that PCW is trying to get one going, so it's regular. But there is a number of schools that do it, where it's a regular thing.
But there's loads of ones that don't.
But the problem that you've got is there are certain training schools where you can turn up, it can look fun, the building can look fantastic, You turn up, the guy's taking your money, and you can still get robbed.
It's like, and this is my biggest pet peeve of wrestling. You turn up to a show that's 400 people. Do you do the same moves that you do for a show of 4,000 people?
As much as me personally, regardless of it, I've always stated, regardless, you still put on an entertaining show. Regardless, because that one person is still paid their good hard-earned cash to be there to entertain you.
So, let me look at it from a different point of view.
I know exactly what you mean.
Your early years of TNA, your Elix Skipper.
Oh.
You're about to run across the side of a cage and Hana Corona someone. You've got a choice. You can do that spot in front of 400 people or 40,000.
You're going to do that in front of a special crowd. Agreed.
So, I'm not saying
you missed my terminology.
Yeah.
You misheard my terminology.
I think I've misstated my point as well. I'm not saying you don't put out the best quality. I'm saying you don't put out all the best moves.
You have moments where you'll you know, the difference is you can normally do that if you're telling a story. But a story normally requires not one match or one show. Like,
I don't, like... So, I'll rephrase what I said about 2 or 3 minutes ago, otherwise people are going to misinterpret me saying that you shouldn't perform. You should still put on the high quality show, whether it's 400 or 40,000. I just don't think you should take the same level of risk.
Risk, is what you're saying. I can understand that.
You know,
in a way.
I wouldn't want full 30 foot for 400 people.
Or basically, what you're saying is you don't want, if you've got a chance to put something up that's going to be shock and awe, you would, you know, but there's a chance that it could seriously injure you or somebody else in the process. You would rather want that in front of millions instead of 200 or something. But even so, the difference is, this is one of the things that I believe, and I believe. I know, I believe, but it's true to this day for me. Whether there's one person in the crowd or whatnot, that person is still paid to see a good show, and I will be damned if they do not leave entertained. I will be damned, because if that person has spent their hard-earned money and not enjoyed themselves, then there's something wrong. There's something massively wrong.
Oh no, I can understand that.
However, like we brought up with Mick Foley, people were saying the stuff that he was doing is career shortening. And was it?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. And a lot of people seem to forget that wrestling, they always seem to think, whenever I'm in front of a big crowd and someone, a wrestling fan bumps into me, and it's nice to have that moment where I'm talking to someone. I've seen certain people walk past like, that's fake. It's like, that's fake. The first thing that pops into my head is like, if it was fake, why is there the chance of having injuries? If it's so fake, why is there the chance to have an injury? Because if it was fake, would there be that chance?
I treat it like male soap opera. You know it's scripted, but you know shit can go wrong.
But the difference is, there's a high risk in wrestling. It's not ballet.
No.
It's not. It's a hard. It's hard. You know, whether you're being slammed or coming off the top rope, whatever, gravity is still going to hurt. And I've always stated this to people, because someone says, "Oh, you're getting slammed on a spring, like jumping on a trampoline." No, it's not.
You showed me a trampoline made of wood.
You should...
Metal.
In one. Regardless of the matter of factors, it can have boards, it can have metal, it can have possibly a mat and a canvas. Regardless of still the fact, is that still going to hurt? Is that like a bed where it's going to cove in and hug you? No, it's not.
What?
You're going to bounce.
If you're falling in, it might like hug you.
No. I might hug it.
I've seen you and Tim Burns go down together.
Where I hit first.
And he follows. Vacate the first 4 rows. It's a good job there was a cage.
I hit my head.
Very hard, mate.
Anyway.
I jumped so high.
I'll plank off.
The plank's all better. Check it out now.
Anyway, regardless of it, it's still gonna hurt.
Oh, why? Fuck, it's gonna hurt.
And I've seen people when they get thrown at the posts.
A simple solution, and I've said this to 2 or 3 people when they go, it's fake, why'd you watch it? I'll tell you what, I'll throw you around for 5 minutes and tell me if it's fake after.
Exactly!
I'll tell you what, I'll do to you what he's just done to him.
And see if you get back up.
Yeah.
Fine.
Let's see if you jump back up with ease.
Because I always find, and to this day, this is where one part I'm going to have to bring up at training school days. Where, well, this is not my first time being there. This is it's a training school where I was assisting and helping out, and we had somebody coming in. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. I'm great. Blah 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 blah. Taught me back bumps. He learnt everything, and it came to the big moment, taking a body slam. Right, and this was one of the very rare schools where there was a ring there, and they were actually, because when I first started, you didn't get the ring straight away. You had to train on hard-floored mats, where you look and just think, can I just bounce on the concrete? It's softer. Where you seriously question it. Alright? And I remember this guy saying, I can take a body slam, it's easy. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't the one giving it to you, the body slam. Somebody else was. He gave him this body slam. And all you hear was, SLAM! Ow! It's like, did he land right? Yes! But it still hurts! And now you know.
Run, back up, another one!
Oh no, it got worse. What you didn't realise is during this moment, it's what we call a bump drill. He didn't just take one body slam, he had to take 3. So after his first one, he can barely get up. He's now got to take another. Thumb. Whew. I had the oxygen leave his body. I'm thinking to myself, please God, someone just beat gentle with him on the third.
No. I imagine the third one was the worst one.
Bouncing. I honestly thought he got slammed so hard, I thought he was going to turn into a front bump. And I don't mean sideways. Pretty much.
Oh, brilliant.
Pretty much. Which is always brutal.
But no, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and there's a lot of work that people don't see, which is something that, if you want to do it, go find your local wrestling school.
But do your homework.
Yeah, if you don't like pain...
No. I don't mean just the pain. If you're going to invest into a training school, do your homework.
Find a good one.
Find a good one, because you don't want to just go to some just some guy who's like, oh, I can get you into wrestling training. It's like, you don't want me giving you hard-earned cash away just to any Joe Soap who can get you in wrestling, because in all fairness, answer me there, always check round how many people's got training there.
And how many people he's got out to shows.
How many people's got out to shows? Do they run their own shows and whatnot? There's still always going to be them questions. But as long as you do your homework and don't just rush into it, I'm sure you'll find a good school. If you want some good examples, I can give you 3 right now for you. 3 good examples of good training schools are Slam Wrestling. Second one, House of Pain. Which, HOP Wrestling. If you just look it up, you can find it on Facebook. Same with Slam Wrestling. All these can be found on Facebook, and some of them they've all got their own websites. And the third one, which is Future Shock Wrestling.
You've got Joe Connors as well.
LCW, which is in Leicester. Straight away, regardless of it.
Joe Connors has got probably one of the best training schools in the UK, producing so many stars.
But here's the thing: if you want a good example of how good House of Pain is, where did Connors come from? House of Pain, with Paul Malin.
Yeah.
Straight away, you already seen a bit of the magic, a bit of the curtain, or the Hunter Brothers, who've got their own training school as well. But straight away, regardless of it, the fact, there are plenty of good training schools out there. Don't rush into it. Think about it before you go jumping in. And also, one bit of advice as well. Don't just go to one school if necessary.
Try 2 or 3.
Try more than one, because not every training school... Don't go to a training school, find out you're not enjoying it, and then leave. It might not. It might just be the style of training that you don't like, or everybody's got their own different ways, different style of training you, and different ways of learning it. You know, try a few different places. You know, you will find something that is great for that'll be great for yourself. So, you know, that's my hats off and tip off, and advice for anybody who's possibly interested in looking up the wrestling business themselves.
So let's move on to another point. The WrestleMania card. Are you looking forward to this year's Mania?
My God, I am.
I am.
I say with enthusiasm.
What is there to look forward about? The most built-up match on the Mania card, apart from Reigns Triple H, is the Divas match.
And that might have a bump.
And that might just end up being for the title between Becky and Sasha.
Yep.
But this should tell you something. There's only 4 matches announced at the moment. 4. One of them is Shane and The Undertaker.
Which way did
Shane
he go?
McMahon
Which way did he go?
is headlining a WrestleMania. One of the 3 main events.
And he has
Shane McMahon, to put this in perspective, the man hasn't wrestled for nearly 8 years.
6.
2010 last one.
6. 6 years.
And he's now coming in and he's part of one of the 3 main events of WrestleMania. Against a man that wrestles 4 times a year.
I think it's been less than that. I think it might be less this year, possibly, but maximum at the maximum 4 times. So basically, what you're saying is Shane, in between the 6 years, he's gone from he wrestled, then he went away, he did his own business, he's done this, he's done that. Started running a company, doing quite well.
You on demand.
You on demand. Doing really well. And then all of a sudden come out the blue. I'm back, baby! Straight into Undertaker. Now,
And then anybody else? Anybody else?
right.
Could you imagine that cute?
But, do take into account, regardless of it, Shane has done some interesting things when he's been able to. But 6 years is a long time.
He's 46 now. 46.
And he's training.
How old are you? About 45, 50?
28.
So 28. Are you as mobile as when you were 21?
I'd like to think so. Notice the word I said.
Right.
I like to think so.
I'd like to think I'm as youthful as I was when I was 16. I can't reach the top corner anymore on a football pitch.
No, if you noticed, I did say, but then again, over them years, I've racked up.
Shane's into his mixed martial arts. Seen him do a sick flip kick,
Oh yeah,
which
and
he put up on his Instagram or Twitter.
And he's also training with Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, but 6 years is a lot. As soon, Lord better hope the first time Undertaker slams him down, it doesn't take the wind out of his sails. Because if it does,
Ooh.
fuck me, that's going to be a long 15, 20 minutes.
That's going to be the longest torture chamber ever.
And why Hell in a Cell? Why not just a street fight?
Because they don't want to. Because they don't want anybody running or interfering. But this is the Hell in a Cell, and
Can
we
I
always.
point something out?
Yeah.
And I've never seen it done once. What happened on the first ever Hell in a Cell?
Oh wait, didn't someone get involved?
What did they do before the participants came into the ring?
Oh, they locked it.
No.
What?
Sergeant Slaughter checked under the ring to make sure people couldn't get in.
Huh?
Never done after that. Never.
What's this under here?
Right, Hornswoggle.
Out,
Come on, out.
out.
Boogie Man, out. Okay, you can stay.
Just don't wreck any more marriages.
No
Or
fire.
weddings. No fire. Okay.
But could have picked any other match type. Why Hell in a Cell?
Shock and awe, it's WrestleMania. They want to hype it up. Don't make it like Vince wants to make the impossible. Now, Shane McMahon did accept this match. Now, the question that we need to ask is when Shane accepted it, did he actually mean, I will be doing this match? Or does he have somebody else to fill in for him?
God knows. But I'm about to throw 3 other people at you that could have had a more interesting match with The Undertaker.
Go on.
Finn Balor. The Demon versus The Undertaker.
The Demon from Death Valley. Demon versus Demon. Be interesting. But can you see Taker taking a coup de grace? A coup de grace?
Don't have to. Could you imagine Thingy going up for it and being caught by the throat on the way down? There's your Mania moment. Kevin Owens, the prize fighter going after the biggest prize.
That would have been an interesting one. That would have been an interesting one. Definitely. Because we all know Kevin Owens can go, but pop-up powerbomb won't take it.
And just the last one. Like, if they wanted a stiff match but someone to look after him, Sheamus.
Well, that might not be happening.
What?
He's injured.
I don't-
Yeah, possibility.
Like,
So-
I'm looking at it from the build-up point as 2 weeks ago, Sheamus was fit.
Yeah, Sheamus is a good call. Rusev.
No. Rusev hasn't won the world title yet.
Okay.
I know Bray Wyatt hadn't, but Sheamus been there longer. Triple H's sparring partner, and he's going to look after the Undertaker. You don't see about people complaining about being in a ring with Sheamus.
True.
He respects the Undertaker. Undertaker probably respects Sheamus. Everyone keeps on forgetting Sheamus won the title probably in his second or third match.
I wasn't his second or third match, but it was within his first year.
Yeah.
Early months, which is quite shocking when it happened.
Put Cena through a table.
Which was by accident. But to be honest with you, a lot of people seem to keep forgetting that was when he debuted on Raw, not with the WWE. Mm. Sheamus actually debuted on ECW.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do tend to forget.
But he's been there. He's a multi-time WWE champion. He's fought John Cena, had feuds with Cena, Orton, Henry.
What about the NASCAR Turner?
Big Show, no. We've seen Big Show Undertaker.
Nuh-uh. Not one-on-one.
What?
Not one-on-one.
Yeah, we have.
No.
Yes, we have.
At
Casket match.
That...
Not at Survivor Series, where Big Show destroyed the first casket, and they bought a second one out vertical, which I never got on.
That wasn't...
But I've just said it was Survivor Series.
Yes, but the person you're on about, with the casket match, was Mark Henry, but not Big Show.
Oh no, I knew it was
Big Show one that is involved was A-Train involved.
Against Nathan Jones.
But Nathan Jones was sidetracked and it was turned into a handicap match, which was abysmal.
But Big Show's got nothing to gain. Big Show's...
No, I'm not saying that.
Well,
I'm just saying suggestions.
I look at the Undertaker's. Undertaker's going to win, but he's going to give you the rub as well.
But here's the thing. In this situation with Shane McMahon, straight away...
There's no rub to begin because Shane's fucking off afterwards.
Well, some people are actually questioning this. They're actually questioning if he is gone.
I don't think he'll be there after April.
After April?
Yeah.
Right. Well, some people are suggesting that he could be leading to a Shane McMahon versus Triple H feud somehow.
No.
And possibly bringing the brand split back. But
the only way that it'll lead to Shane versus Triple H is when back when they had the alliance, Shane, he'll start running roughshod, and then after Triple H will bring in the NXT to save the WWE.
Possibly, but that's not the point. The point being is what I'm saying is, the storyline that's currently going on, as Shane's trying to combat his father, bless me, do apologise, is this. If he loses to Taker, that kills that entire storyline dead in the water.
Why would you have Shane beat The Undertaker?
That would be to continue the storyline. To allow Shane to take over Raw, which you're guaranteed the Authority will not want to be on Raw, so they'll be on SmackDown, where Shane doesn't have.
This is WWE. Logic doesn't necessarily imitate life.
True.
You can still have Shane lose and keep him there. Because remember what Vince said, I want that black box. Now, what in the black box says?
What's in the black box?
Yeah.
What's in the box? Oh man, what's in the box?
Yeah, but if there's something in there that gets Shane control, even though he's lost the match.
Possibly, but we'll have to see.
I can't see Undertaker losing this WrestleMania. It'd piss too many people off.
Especially since it's in Undertaker's actual hometown. Oh, that won't sit down well. Regardless of it, either way, WWE need to either find a loophole in some way to get around it, or they need to do something. That's one of the main events, which is the one I get to talk about. And here's the thing. Some people are, yay, it's insane. And some people are seriously questioning it. Because it's like some kind of Frankenstein monster's creation.
What?
The whole match is, isn't it?
What, Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, and throwing a bit of Shane McMahon. It is a bit of a Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Now, the question is at the end of it, are we going to be saying burn it with fire, or saying, well, at least we, it's horrible, it's horrible, or are we going to sit back and think, okay, it wasn't the best idea, but at least they were trying something different.
I think we'll look back on this match with mixed emotions. I'm going to look back at this Mania as the Mania that could have been and the Mania that we got.
Yeah.
It isn't the Mania that we deserve, but it's the Mania that we've got to put up with.
Really? Right.
How good would Mania have been if you had the New Day versus the Dudleys versus Kalisto and Sin Cara?
And Usos.
Yeah, and the Usos. Or, forget Kalisto and Sin Cara, put the Usos, the New Day, the Dudleys, TLC opening match.
Oh, they're not going to do that anymore now, are they?
Why?
Because Dudleys are against using the tables.
Forget riding, because, as I said...
Yeah. This is what they could have been.
The Mania we deserve is not the one that we are getting. So, the Mania that we could have had, in my eyes, you could have had a TLC match. Usos, Dudleys, and the New Day. Next match, the 4 Horsewomen for the title.
Need to say more?
Give them 10 or 15 minutes, let them do the thing. Next match after that, you want to put Kalisto on the map, but sell some merch? Sin Cara, Kalisto. Find out who is the best Lucha Libre in...
No. You don't even have to do that. Ladder match it.
No.
I would.
No, I wouldn't. Why should you have to keep going back to a ladder match?
They always do.
So, I would have gone Kalisto versus Sin Cara. Sells it to the Mexican audience. You can put on 10 or 15 minutes of proper lucha wrestling. People want to see a spot fest. There's your spot fest. They keep everyone fit. Triple threat match. World title. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose.
Sells itself.
If Roman's got to come out on top, fine. So be it. Let the motherfucker get booed. The match isn't main evented anyway. The crowd will forget about it. Because I wouldn't have that main event. You cannot send the crowd home pissed off.
Oh.
Next match I would have had. Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title.
Ooh. It's already coming special. I'm already ready to scream, cry at it. But I can see there's one problem coming up in a minute, which I'll bring it to your attention in a minute.
Undertaker versus John Cena. Main event. Undertaker goes over.
I can see 2 problems here right now. You missed 2 people off this list. Well, one of them can be missed because technically he isn't actually he wouldn't have been a wrestler if Seth was still around.
Brock Lesnar faces Bray Wyatt. The match that you teased at the Rumble.
Oh, you mean said match that's actually being done at
Roadblock.
Roadblock.
But you have it in a street fight. You have Brock Lesnar come out, but he doesn't come out on top in the usual way. He has to overcome all the odds. You see Carnage laid to waste.
Basically what you're saying is, hi Wyatt family, we're going to feed you to the beast incarnate.
No. You have 10 or 12 minutes of good, solid, hard-hitting action, which Bray can do. We know Bray can do it. And then, as it's coming towards the end, you have the Wyatt family come out just to tease that Lesnar might lose. And then,
Douche.
When they're setting up for the thingy, you just see Brock Lesnar open up the gates to Suplex City.
German!
Could you imagine the reaction? Him, German suplexing Braun Strowman through the Spanish announce table again.
That's if Braun takes it right. Unlike what happened at the Rumble. Could we see a possible repeat of the Rumble? Clothesline Braun. Why is he not going down?
Could you
Clothesline
imagine?
Again.
He belly to bellies Eric Rowan over the top rope. He takes Strowman through the table.
Whoa. Basically saying is, oh hi, you're getting killed. Belly to belly. See you later.
F5 to Luke Harper, because Luke Harper's a decent one, so I don't want him risking death. Suplex. That is the WrestleMania moment. Braun Strowman getting German suplexed from one announce table through the other.
I wouldn't want to be Brock or Braun Strowman in that case.
You know, Brock Lesnar's a tank.
I know he's a tank, but if he falls wrong, he's got a Braun Strowman landing on his face.
You reinforce the table that he's standing on.
Even so, if the landing goes wrong, and I've got to say this, and pray to God that they remove the bloody monitors from the other announce table, because that would just be disaster.
But, and then also, for everyone else that hasn't got on there but still wants the WrestleMania appearance money, you throw them in the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. That is a Mania I would pay for.
So basically, tilt Jay Fry. Here, take my money! Is what you're saying.
I'm looking forward to this Mania.
Well, there's actually an advertisement going around at the moment.
As good as Brock versus Dean will be, if that lasts any more than 50, if that lasts 25 minutes, that's gone 10 minutes too long.
Fair enough.
Because that should be brutal. That should involve Ambrose trying to grab everything but the kitchen sink. And for 10 minutes trying to keep Lesnar down, and then Lesnar explodes.
Right. Have you seen the new advertisements that they're currently doing with the WWE?
No.
For any... Well, this is how much it's being hyped for WrestleMania. For any new WWE subscribers, WrestleMania is free.
I remember when you used to have to pay like £19 in the UK to get WrestleMania.
There's some people still paying that.
Stupid for all them.
There's still people paying that because well, taking into account, we've still got somebody on the announce table saying, "Look at what they're paying." Maggle.
Do I really have to plug this again? I've said it for 6 fucking times.
I've already said it, goddammit. Don't swear at me.
But the Mania we're getting is substandard.
However, do take into account, in a way, it may be substandard, but look at the injuries that they've currently got. If they didn't have the injuries, would it be like this?
Okay, so look at the injuries they've got. Look at the other feuds that have been built up. Why aren't they bringing Sami Zayn up to feud with Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title? The story fucking writes itself.
Am I a WWE writer? No. Am I Vince McMahon, damn it? No.
So that's your Intercontinental title match. So, let's do a Mania with the roster that we've got. We'll leave the 4 matches that are in there.
And please side move. You can't use NXT either.
Why? NXT, because it says WWE NXT. Why can I not use it?
I can see where you're going with this, but they don't want
Zayn is not just an NXT superstar. He appeared at the Rumble. He's appeared on Raw.
multiple times.
Yeah. So Zayn versus Owens. Fine. What are they going to do with the tag belts? Why 2AJ versus the New Day? Do you really want to see that at Mania?
That's not actually happening at Mania. That's actually happening on Monday night.
Bet you it leads into Mania for Fatal 4-Way.
Oh. Well,
do you want to see Braun Strowman lift the Andre Giant Battle Royal Memorial, whatever fucking doodah it's called?
If not him, Ryback is going to be doing it.
Part of me thinks that Goldberg versus Ryback is going to happen.
Goldberg versus Ryback. Nah, can't see it.
Interesting note on Ryback. What do you think of his new gear?
Looks reminiscent. Looks familiar. Where have we seen that? Black trunks. Black boots. Pads. Where have we seen it? Two wrestlers... Oh, wait. Two wrestlers come to mind. Oh, and he's even got the bald head to match it as well.
Austin.
Goldberg.
And
Goldberg.
Can I just say something? I forgot how built Ryback was.
Because of the whole fancy gear.
Because of the singlet. The man looks like he's been injected with steroids for 20 years. The man is...
Me, more. You've had enough.
Feed you more. Fuck you, feed you less.
Feed you less. You're big. Yeah. It's like...
Is it just me, or did you feel sorry for Adam Rose?
Oh.
I forgot how, muscular Ryback was. You saw it there. He's got a 10-pack.
Oh, love it. Love it. So basically, are you expecting him to be the next Scott Steiner?
I can see Ryback versus Goldberg at Mania.
You definitely can.
For some reason, Goldberg's name's been thrown around on the internet far too much for my liking around this sort of Mania time. Goldberg said he'd come back for a match if the money was right. Vince chucks him $100,000 for one match.
Yeah.
What's Vince got to lose? People already paid $9.99 for the network. It's going out in Asia and Japan.
Whoops. Well, we do actually have some news for wrestling, but I'll get back to that after we get off the topic of current events and Raw, like Ryback and everybody. And once we get off this WrestleMania talk.
Well, I'm done with WrestleMania now.
Oh, you're done now?
Yeah.
So, shall I bring up some news?
Yeah.
Well, first part isn't going to be news. First part's going to be rumour.
Go on.
Rumour has it that a certain club might be getting debuted soon.
After Mania.
Most likely after Mania. Which is Carl Anderson, or as you like to call him.
BB Gun.
And Gallows. Now the question is, are they going to be bringing them in just as them two, or is the Demon coming up as well? We'll have to see. Now, here's a bit of interesting news that came that when I did a bit of research on it, that happened on Monday. TNA filed a lawsuit
Right.
against Scott Steiner.
And lost.
Not quite lost. been dismissed.
Yeah, which means they've lost.
Well, they've lost, so it's been thrown out. Basically, so in other words, you've now got Steiner, who's now got his feet up, giving the middle finger to TNA. But then again, how many wrestlers are doing that now anyway?
Quite a few.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. There is quite a few. But WWE has still got a lot of stuff that can potentially happen. But the problem that they've got is it's all after WrestleMania. Which is, to some people might be, wow, shocking. But at the moment, like you said, you've got the talent in NXT. Why aren't they bringing them up? But the problem that they've got is they don't want to bring anybody new up for WrestleMania. In case if they do bring them up and they just go, fizzle.
I don't get why you've got AJ Styles there and you're not try and give him the push that...
I agree. I agree in that sense, but they won't. WWE won't do that with any talent that hasn't been made, that hasn't been created by them.
It don't matter if it's been created by them or not. You're paying the bloke a substantial...
Regardless, look at almost every superstar that's come from another company that's made it big. How many of them have made it big?
Not that many. But...
Not many.
No. I also think this is a nice point to stop on for this week. Because we can build into this next week where we can look at... Because hopefully by next week we should have an idea of what Nakamura's contract status really is. How long he should spend in NXT. I know he's going to be there for most of this year. Because they've got the big tour of Japan coming up where he's going to headline most nights.
Which is quite clever because the network is sort of debuting.
Yeah, and NXT's network exclusive, which is why he'll stay there.
The network is debuting in Japan and everything, which is quite a clever move to do that.
But NXT's network exclusive, which is
why they've got him on it.
And which is why he'll stay there for most of this year. Raw isn't network exclusive, you can get on whatever network you want.
Whatever you're paying for.
Yeah, so that's fine. So we'll look into that. I've heard his contract's going to be for 3 years, which finishes just before WrestleMania 35. It finishes in February, and WrestleMania's usually about April time. So
usually.
We'll look into that. We should have an idea of the participants in the Cruiserweight series. They've all got to be under £205, I hear, is the rumour.
That's me out.
Fucking, that's just your right arm.
Leg.
Fucking all that.
It out.
But no, hopefully we should have an idea of who's going to be included on that. Hopefully Zack Sabre Jr. will be included.
If they don't, they're missing out.
But we'll have a look at that. And then hopefully we can also address, because we've got Shane appearing on Raw, so the build will give us an idea of how long we can see. So we'll discuss all that next week. And we might have someone here with us, we might not.
There's only one way of telling.
And that's to tune in next week.
That is to tune in next week.
It's a better cliffhanger than most Raws.
That's a bit of a low blow. Come on. Stop picking on them.
I will when they deliver something.
You need some Sunny Drops, don't you?
No. I do not need Sunny Drops. Do you think I'm going to go on Skype and charge £50 to sit in a bed with someone?
Miracle Drops. I'm on about from the Asian Christian show. I don't mean them Sunny Drops.
But no, so we'll end that there. Why don't you put yourself over?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Matt Baines, and you can
I am a self-confessed merchaholic.
I am not a merchaholic. If I was a merchaholic, then why are you assisting me in selling it?
Because you pay me.
Yeah. But you still assist me.
Because you pay me.
But you are still assisting.
Because you pay me.
I'm not a mentor. I'm a businessman. In that case. Yes?
Sonny would have a field day in here, judging by a video that I've seen highlights of. There's fucking more back doors there than there is in China.
Oh! You had to go there, didn't you? You had to go there. But anyway,
Fucking you spent one night in China. Couldn't even spend 2 hours in Sonny.
You couldn't even spend 5 minutes there.
Damn right, it might fall off.
Only watch a game over.
Be like Kane zapping Shane with all the electrics.
Or watching a certain feud involving Triple H. A certain bringing it up. That's some backlog stuff, don't worry, that's nothing new. Anyway, moving on.
You expect me to get rid of these?
Yes. You always do. Anyway, back onto the subject. I'm Matt Burns. You can always find me, as usual, on
Cobridge Corners.
The Burning Truth, not Cobridge Corners. You can always find me on The Burning Truth, which is either through Facebook, Twitter, email. You can also find me on Facebook, which is Matt Burns UK. You can find me on Twitter at Matt
the Bad Boy
Burns. You can also find me on my website, which is www.matt-burns.co.uk, where you can find news, some of the latest news, possible results, and merchandise, which my associate also sells at most local shows that I am attending. And you can also find me, as we are also gamers, we also play games as well on Xbox. You can find me on Xbox Live under Matt Space Burns. When I say space, I don't actually mean the actual word space. Just type in Matt Burns. You'll find me. Now, with that in mind, where can we find you, Nathan?
Here, every Friday and Saturday.
You really don't help me, do you? Every Friday? You here?
In the office, pool table. Knocking in a couple of frames. Keeps me busy. Talking about pool, I've just had my mate send me this going, do you think that's a good break? I've sent him back going, that's fucking shit.
Ouch.
Where's he going to make a ball from there? Who does he think he is, the Rocket? He's using a cue that's older than Vince. The fucking tip might be as big as the generic jackhammer.
Go to Timbuktu. I'm surprised you didn't say. Just go to Timbuktu.
But no, so you can find me. I'm here on a Saturday. We might be a bit late next Saturday. I'm playing in a qualifier for the Staffs Masters, which is a pool event. It's the last qualifier. I'm trying to qualify for the 9-man squad. So I've got that next Saturday. Hopefully that should be. So hopefully that should be there. I might be a bit pissed. Who knows? We'll see when we come to it.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, he's just said.
I have a family.
I was very pissed the last one I attended.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I went to presentation after.
I also remember the nightmares you caused me.
You should have seen the nightmares I caused one of the other people who's giving the awards out. Here's Nathan here. I fucking am.
Every time I'm out with you when you're drinking, it never ends well. No, correction. It ends well for you. It doesn't end well for me. I'm usually either apologising, saying I don't know, I'm either trying to deny that I know you, but I'm praying to God that they don't find out that wait. Damn. They may find us on this podcast. So that's me completely figured out. So, all in advance, I apologise for my friend Nathan Gothel Associate.
You had a good night on that confession.
Wait.
I've never heard anyone confess to so many sins. Followed by the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the Spirit. Oh, Father, I have sinned. Repeatedly.
That wasn't me. That was you.
You were laughing while it was...
That was you, not me.
It's a good job the establishment won't burn down.
I would have expected it martyrdom from I'm surprised it didn't set it ablaze from the friction.
Like a right stone cowboy. John Wayne's horse didn't take as much abuse as that confessional did that night.
There are times where I have to just sit here and just think to myself, and people actually ask me, why do you put explicit content on these videos? There's your reason. There's your goddamn fucking reason.
The one-man expletive show.
Expletive. The fact that if I actually saw you even attempt to walk to a church, you'd probably set ablaze. Every time someone passes your water, I'm just thinking to myself, please let me holy water. It will burn him. Now, I'm not against anything religion or anything or whatever. But I'm not against it. That's your views, their views, everybody's views, and we'll keep it at that. But if I see you attempt to even go for any religion, I'll probably see you burn into flames.
Excuse me, why we went to an establishment that accepted confessionals of my type.
And the fact that you were using your credit card to swap in certain areas I didn't like.
You didn't have to follow.
Oh, no, I'm not saying...
As our good friend Johnny Blaze says...
Actually, I'll rephrase that. I don't mind the areas that you were swiping in personally. That's my personal preference. But the fact that you were trying and then having the guts to turn around and say, can I have cash back, please?
As our good friend Johnny Blaze says, a night out with me is like a car crash. It don't look good the first time you watch it, but if you think back about it and watch it back on TV, you go, fuck me, that's a good car crash, but I wouldn't like to see it in person.
When someone's in that car crash with you, and they just get out of it, they don't just go, I'm out. They have to suffer with survivor's guilt.
It's a bit like a roller coaster. You don't know how it's going to start or how it's going to end. You just know there's going to be loads of ups and loads of downs. And you're there for the thrills.
And there are certain times saying, I want to stay on, followed by, I want to get off!
It's gone too far!
Too far!
But no, so you can find me there if you want to come down and watch. There will be beer consumed. I remember the last one was actually the day after my birthday, so that got quite messy.
Good lord.
So you can find me there. I'm the vice chairman of the Plaza Doubles League, which we are proudly sponsor. Can't get my fucking words out now.
One with mouth?
I know. Mum was like you saying yesterday for yesteryear.
One time!
So that's fine. We do that. We've got Interleague this Friday. We are taking the trip to Stafford, which should be a great away trip. I've got put aside for that at some point this week. I captain the Interleague side. Find me on Xbox, search Alexander Owens. I won't be spending that much time on there for the next couple of weeks, because I've got a big couple of weeks coming up.
You're going to be busy?
Yeah, and you can find me on Facebook.
Nathan Goff?
Just search Nathan Goff.
You'll find him.
The man, the myth.
No.
Not quite the legend at the moment.
No. You're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. You don't say it like that. You are the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
But no, so yeah, next week should be quite a decent week. Hopefully, throw some Sambucas down. If we get the win on Friday, wake up Saturday with an hangover and try playing the Staffs Masters. Sambuca followed by a few Jaegers.
Oh.
You're thinking, why are you? Those of you that aren't aware, I play doubles, which is the Monday League, which I had to play that with my brother. And my brother thought it'd be a good idea to leave the car at home on Friday.
That did not end well. I could already see this already. That did not end well.
Oh no, this Friday coming. It's like, might leave the car at home, Dave. Like, your funeral.
His funeral and my nightmare the day after. Nathan with a hangover, or doing hair of the dog. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel either way.
It was hair of the dog last time.
I don't see a light either way. I don't.
But no, so that's us done, folks. So yeah, next week will be quite entertaining. If you want to see the car crash, that'll be next week's episode. Tune in.
And possibly hearing me saying, "Please, please, someone come save me."
I'll bring the sound guy with me.
Please save me.
Why can I hear twist and twat outside the studio?
Oh, you got a few idiots who think you know.
Why would someone rev a hairdryer outside the studio?
Nah.
There's more power in my arse than there is on one of them things. And on that note, folks.
And on that note, oh, good Lord. You really do leave me speechless. You really do.
After all this time.
All I'll say is, people, please check out your local wrestling. If there's any shows coming up, please check into any wrestling that, do watch your wrestling that you do enjoy and everything. And hope to, hope to listen to us next week. And if you've got any questions or anything, just please send them in. Or if you want to just have general chit chat or anything, or be involved, just get involved. We don't, we're not going to turn up and kick off at you for asking questions or just bringing up chat or anything. We are approachable. So with that in mind, folks, stay well, be safe. See you next week.
See you later, folks.